Hello viewers, I am Dr. Radhika, Professor in Computer Science and Engineering. Now in this session I am going to explain about updating an element in a singly linked list. So suppose if some value x is there, now the value x will be modified with some another value new x. Okay, so that is updating a value in a singly linked list. So how we can update a value in a singly linked list? So first of all, I will write the node definition, that is, so first you should define the node, that is struct node. Then you should give the two parts. The data part is integer part, and then you will have a pointer to the next node, where the pointer to the next node is also a node of same type, that is struct node. So that's why I am giving the same structure variable within this structure, and this is called as self-referential structure. So the name of this variable is next. The name of the variable is next, and then I am giving the closing braces of the structure. So struct S node is a linked list node, singly linked list node, which is having of two parts. One is the data part and another one is the next part. So next part is again a structure variable of the same type. So that's why it is called a self-referential structure, because here it points to the next node address, where next node is also of type S node. So that's why it is given as struct S node asterisk next. Okay, so here in what is the data type? Suppose if you declare a variable of this type, so here next is a structure variable of type struct S node, where struct S node is a user defined data type. So instead of giving this long name, so we can give a short name in C language using typedef. So typedef is a keyword that can be used to give alias names to your structure. That is user defined data types, or also you can give new names to built-in data types, any data type. Okay, so here we are giving a new name to our user defined data type, that is struct S node, and I am giving it as a pointer also, because I always singly linked list are worked with pointers. So that's why I am giving struct S node asterisk, and my new name is nptr. What does it mean is, so in my view I am saying that it is nptr means node ptr. So now what is the data type of nptr? It is struct S node. Struct S node is what again? It is a user defined data type. Okay, so whenever you are referring nptr means what? It is a structure variable of type struct S node. So like this, first of all we are creating the node, and then we are giving a new name to our user defined data type. So after giving the new name, so then what you have to do is, you have to call the function create header. So create header is a function which will create the header for your node. So every singly linked list is headed by a header. That is, it is the head of the singly linked list. So that's why we are calling the function create header, and we are assuming that there is a, that means we are assuming that the linked list has already been created by using the insert function. So here we are assuming that the list is already there. Okay, so suppose if you take, so here I am drawing the linked list. So these are the definitions that before going to the update function, these are the definitions we have to write. So here we will also call the function insert function. We will also call insert function with number of values. Okay, with number of values. So this function is also called, and this function is also called, and these two functions are, they have been explained in our previous sessions. Okay, so now in this session I am going to explain the update function. Now I am going to explain the update function. So first of all we will see what is that we have to do in this update function. So for example, this is my linked list. First of all I am giving my linked list. So this is H. that is header of my singly linked list. This is H, that is header of my singly linked list. Next I am giving my values, that is some 11, 25, 34, so this is the last node. So that's why 86 next contains none. Here 86 next contains none. So how many nodes I am having in my linked list now? I am having total 5 nodes. So suppose if this list has, first of all we have created the header, that is this one, and then we have created this function, this linked list also by using the function insert. So assume it. So that means we have already created the list. So now we want to update the, we want to write the function for updating a value. So for that one, what we can do is, what is that I want to do is, I want to update, for example, 34, I want to update 34 with what? So for example, I will say it as some 47. So now I am trying to update the value 34 with 47. So that means what? Here instead of 34, so this is the list, how it is looking before the call of the function update. So now what will be the output for us? After calling the function update, the output for our function should be, here instead of 34, we should have the value 47. We should have the value 47. So this is how our list should look like. So this is the list, and how our list should contain is, after calling the function it should contain 47. Now we will perform the update operation on our singly linked list. So now we will see how it can be performed. So here I am calling this value as x and this value as new x. So that means, so here first of all I am calling the value to be updated as, x, and the value, new value, that we have to give it as new x. Okay, so now we will perform the function. So that means what? Here we have to change the 34 with, so this must be changed to 47. So that is what we have to do in this update function. So now see how we can do that update function. So first of all, what we have to do? We have to write the function definition. So here how we can do this task is, whenever we are starting with the function, so here it is just updating the value 34 with 47. So that's why there is nothing to return here. So that's why what will be the return type of this function? The return type of this function is void. The return type of this function is void. So void is the return type. Next, function name, I am giving it as update. The function name as update. I am giving the function name as update. So now this is the function name. So whenever you are working with singly linked list, the first parameter that we have to pass to the functions is, that is the first parameter for any operations on the singly linked list is the header node. So without the header node, we can't do anything, because here header node contains the address of the first node. So that means what? Here the list is contained in which variable? In h. So without h we cannot perform anything. So that's why the first parameter that has to be passed as a parameter to your function is h. So that's why first parameter we have to give it as h. So what is the data type of h? It is struct s node. So already for struct s node we have given a new name, that is NPTR. So you can give it as struct node asterisk, or it is a pointer to struct S node. It is a pointer to struct S node. So you can give it as a struct S node asterisk, or you can give NPTR, because we have given a short name. So anything can be given. Here you can also give struct S node asterisk. So instead of this you can also give NPTR. Okay. Now what is the header? I am giving the same name, that is H. So this is compulsory parameter for any operations of your linked list. Okay. So now I have passed the header of my linked list. Next, what are the parameters you have to pass to the function? So one is, so here you have to pass the value. You have to pass the value that is already, that is the value to be modified. That is the value to be updated. So that is one value, and also you have to pass one more parameter, that is the new value with which we have to update. So that's why here I have to pass x and new x. So here x is integer, and also new x is also integer. Both are integers. So how many parameters I am passing here? Totally I am passing 3 parameters, h, x and new x. New x is combined. Okay, 3 parameters I am passing. So now we will write the function code. So how we can write the function code? Okay, so here just I am taking this one. So now we have to write the function node. So in order to update 34 with 47, so we need the address of which node? We need the address of this node. We need the address of H. That is, we need the address of 34. So this address is required for us. So that means what? So we should have a pointer, that is a pointer at this node. Then only we can change the value of 34 to 47. So that's why, so whatever we are doing, so whenever we are performing the operations on singly linked list, so it should not use, we should not use the header pointer, because header pointer is the only pointer that is having the address of the first node, that is which is having the list itself. So that's why we should not use the header pointer directly in our operations. So what we can do? Just we can use some temporary variables, and instead of h, we can assign the address of h to some another temporary variables, and you can perform the operations on that temporary variables. So here that's why I am declaring a variable NPTR. So again, if you want to store the address of any particular node, it is also a node. So that's why what will be the data type of that node? Again it is NPTR, because it is a pointer of struct S node. So for pointer of struct S node we have given NPTR as the name. So I am giving it as temp. A temporary node is given for a temporary temp is a structure variable of type struct S node asterisk. So that means it can hold the address of any node of your linked list. So it can hold the address of any node of your linked list. So now what we have to do? So we have to first of all find whether whatever value you want to update, whether that value is there in our list or not. So that is first what we have to do. So if we are asking to update 34 with 47, but before updating, first of all we should know whether 34 is there in our list or not. So that means what? So first of all we should find the node that is having the value 34. So that's why what we will do here. So we will start our temp. We will start our temp from the first node. So temp is equal to, how you can give the address of the first node? Address of the first node is available in hnext. Address of the first node is available in hnext. So temp is equal to hnext. Means what? Temp is at the first node. Temp itself is the, now it is pointing to the first node. So now temp is the first node. So now what you have to do is, you have to search for 34. So for that one, what we can do? We can start moving our pointer temp to 34. So now what we have to do? We have to move the pointer until you find a node with the value 34. So for that one, what we have to do? We will use a while loop. Okay, because it has to perform, it has to move number of nodes. So it may be, so here in this example it is 3. Sometimes it may be 5. Sometimes it may be 10. So that's why I am giving the while condition. So before checking the value of this node, first of all we have to check whether the node is there or not. So you have to check whether the node is there or not. So how you can check it? So you can start the temp from here, or also, okay, we'll start it from here. So while temp not equal to null. Whenever if you give temp not equal to null, what does it indicate? So that means there is some node address in temp. So if there is some node address means, then what will happen? So it won't be equal to null. So here is temp having a node address or not? It is having a node address. Which node address? This 11 node address. So that's why temp is here not equal to null. And that means first of all we are checking whether there is a node or not in temp. So if you want to check it, so then you have to check it with temp not equal to null, indicates that node exists in temp. Okay. So then what you have to check next? You have to check the data, that is temp data with your value to be updated. So that is temp data until when we have to move the temp pointer. So we have to move such that if the value is equal, then it should stop at that node. So if it is not equal means it has to move to the next nodes. So that's why here I am giving not equal. So not equal to, I am giving not equal to, what is the value that we are trying to update? It is 34. 34 is available in which variable? It is available in X. So if these two conditions are true, then what we are doing? Here we are performing only one statement. So if you are giving only one statement, if you give or not parenthesis, it will execute one statement by default. So temp is equal to temp next. So now we are giving temp is equal to temp next. So see now how this will work. So first temp is equal to temp next. We are given temp is equal to temp next. So now we will see how it will work. Temp not equal to null. Here is temp equal to null? No, it is not equal. So that's why the condition is true here. The condition is true. That is I am giving first condition, second condition. So first condition is true. And then what is happening? Next, temp data. What is the value of temp data? It is, what is the value of temp data? It is 11. 11 not equal to 34. Condition is again true. Condition is again true. Then what will happen? If both the conditions are true, then the total final condition will be true. So then what happens? So from here, by this statement, what will happen? The temp will move from that location to the next location. So you got the temp now here. Okay. Next. Again, second time. So temp not equal to null. So is it pointing to some node or not? Yes, it is pointing to some node. So now what will happen? Here again, this condition is true. And next, temp data. What is the value of temp data here? It is 25. 25 not equal to 34. Again condition is true. So what will happen again? Temp is equal to temp next. Again what will happen? Temp is equal to temp next. So again from here your temp will move to this location. we will move to this location. Next, again for this node, it is having some node. So is the first condition. What happens to the first condition? Temp not equal to null. Temp not equal to null. It is not equal to null. So that's why first condition is true. And temp data not equal to x. What is temp data now? 34. 34 not equal to 34. Condition is false. So logical AND operator means what? If both the conditions is true, then only the final condition is true. But here one condition is true and the other condition is false. So then what will happen? The total condition, it will be false. So that's why what will happen? It will come to this location. So it won't go to this statement, just it will come out of the loop. So now is temp placed in your location or not? In the corresponding node location or not? So what is the value that is to be updated? It is 34. So is the temp placed at that particular location? Yes, it is placed. So now your temp is having the node address of 32. So after getting the node address of 34, what we have to do is we have to check. First we have to check. So what we have to check is, so whether it has found the node or not. So in this example we got the address, but we have to check whether it has found a node or not. So for that one, how you can check? Again, if temp not equal to null. If temp not equal to null means what does it indicate? It indicates that it has found the node with the value 34. Okay. So if temp not equal to null. Here what is the case with this example? Here temp is not equal to null. So that's why this condition is satisfied here. So it is not equal to new means then what we have to do? We have to update the value 34 with the new value 47. So what is, how you can get the 34? Temp data is equal to new x. That's all. So now what happens? Your 34 will be removed here and what value will be placed for you here? 47 is placed. Okay, 47 is placed. So did you perform the correct operation? That is updating the value of 34 with 47. For example, so this is working fine. Suppose if it is having a value, that exists in the singly linked list. So now we will try for another value. So for example, I am trying with 20. So now my value is 20. So here again I am putting 34. So now check this, how it will work for, suppose if it doesn't find a value. So this is 34. So now see what will happen. So this is my starting list. So now I have to find a value 20 and it must be updated to 47. So now again I will start from temp here. Temp not equal to null. Condition is true. Temp data. What is temp data? So here I am writing these values here. Temp data. What is temp data? Temp data is, it is 11. 11 not equal to 20. Condition is true. So from here what happens? Temp will move to this location. Next, again temp not equal to null. First condition is true. This is second condition. First condition is true. Temp not equal to null. Second condition is what? 25 not equal to 20. Again condition is true. So again from here temp will move to the next node. That is this one. Again the third condition. Temp not equal to third node. Temp not equal to null. This condition is true. Next temp data. What is temp data? It is 34. 34 not equal to 20. Again condition true. So from here again temp will move to this location. Okay. Next again temp not equal to null. Condition true. What is the value of temp data? It is 61. 61 not equal to 20. Again condition is true. So from here again temp will move to last node. So it will move to this node, temp. So again temp not equal to null. Condition is true. What is the value of temp? 86. 86 not equal to 20. Condition is true. Again the condition is true. Both the conditions are true. So from here, now what should happen? Temp is equal to temp next. But what is the value of temp next here? It is null. So that value will be placed here. So what is temp is equal to temp next. But the value of temp next is null. So that's why what will happen here? Temp is equal to, it will become null. Temp will become how much? Null. So now again it will come to the condition. So temp not equal to null. Here what happens to this condition? Temp not equal to null. But here what is the value of temp? It is null. So the condition is false. So that's why it will come out of the loop. So that is it will come here. So if temp not equal to null, what does it indicate? What does it indicate? So the condition is false. So then it will come to the else part. So this is how it will check for element not found. So here just you can give a message also. Printf %d is updated with %d. You can give x comma new x. Okay. Next in the else part. So this is closing. In the else part, what does it indicate? So we are trying to update the value 20, but the value 20 is not there in our list. So that's why what we will do? Just we will give a message. Printf %d not found in the list. So what we are giving? We are giving %d not found in the list. That is x. Okay. Did you understand? So here what will happen? Temp is equal to, it will become null. So this is how it will be executed for element not found, and here this condition will become false. So that's why it will come out of the, it will come to the else part and it will print %d not found in the list. So this is regarding the update function in singly linked list. If you like my video, please like, share and subscribe to our channel.